Lescan Carla, and I think it's very apt that we're having this discussion today in relation to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And obviously this is an issue I think kind of close to a lot of people's hearts. I don't think there's anybody in this chamber or this country that hasn't been affected by a loved one or a friend or family member that has been touched by breast cancer. And I think the world was touched by the ravages of breast cancer when Sarah Harding died 7-8 weeks ago. Sarah was only 39, and it was a pretty terrible loss for her family and the world. And at the Health Committee yesterday, Minister, I think the National Council, the National Cancer Control Programme gave an overall strategy in relation to breast cancer, and I found it very, very informative. And anybody that would have been listened to would have been very informative, because breast cancer is very evasive in relation to this country. I'm slightly disappointed with one thing that was missing from your statement, and that's in relation to the age of screening. And I know it's extended to 69, but there is real merit now to lower that. Real merit. In Sweden, for example, and other countries in the European Union, they've lowered it down to 40. And because they've lowered it down to 40, particularly in Sweden, the death rates went down by 26%. So there is merit to lower the age of screening, and I'm slightly disappointed. Maybe you can come back with that in relation to that. And the good news is that those women and some men that are diagnosed with breast cancer, the chances of survival are extremely high because of diagnosis, treatment, and so forth. And over the next 20 years, breast cancer will increase by 25%. Now that sounds alarming, but that's better detection, better diagnostics, and so forth. So that's welcome. But I've been talking to a lot of women under the age of the screening age, and they are kind of quite concerned in relation to the screening age, and they want it to be lowered because at the moment a quarter of all cases of breast cancer in Ireland are under the age of 50, so they're under the radar of screening. So that has to be, I think that has to be addressed, Minister, very, very quickly. We, as People for Profit, submitted a motion in March in relation to all this, and one of the five kind of points was the age of screening, to lower down to 40, diagnostics for younger women, triple assessment is very, very important. This is one thing that was kept kind of emerging all the time. Revise the criteria of the BRCA related to breast cancer is very, very important as well, and an educational programme in relation to breast examinations in schools, because the early detection is better outcomes for everybody. So look, with that, I think the screening programme is good. It's obviously been disturbed because of pandemic. Everything has been kind of thrown up in the air. But I would really, really appeal to you, Minister, in relation to the screening. Even the experts at the Health Committee on Tuesday said there is definitely merit in relation to. Now they did give another critique in relation to why it's at 50, and I do understand that. But there's definitely merit in relation to lowering the age to at least 40. And if that's the case, then we can prevent the spreading of the disease and saving women's lives. Thanks.